It's already so bright. It's 10 o'clock. The plan today is me wearing a sundress. The road that I'm going, it's more like shopping road. So there are street brands and high-end brands, which I am curious to see what kind of fashion they have in Rome, and then walk all the way to Spanish Step, and then probably visit the Travi Fountain. Hopefully by the time that I finish walking through the shopping street, I will find something nice. Breakfast time. I'm having my apples and some yogurt. While I'm waiting for my eggs to cook, I want to tell you about this thing that I bought before the trip. It's called Life Straw, and it's really awesome. Like yesterday, I didn't think about like using it, but like this morning when I drank the tap water, which is not the best by the way, even though it's drinkable, I could see like particles, and it tastes kind of different from Toronto tap water, but it still like tastes like there's something in there, right? So when I use the Life Straw, it actually makes a difference.
Life Straw is a portable water filter that filters out most toxic particles, bacteria, and parasites, so you can drink clean and safe water wherever you go. I take this when I go hiking, but I think it's great to keep it with you when you're traveling as well. It's very easy to use, and it can filter a lot of water, so you don't have to worry about changing the straw anytime soon.
All right, guys, I'm ready. I have my backpack, and I'm wearing a dress. Yeah, let's go out and see what's out there.
Guys, this is not a travel guide video, okay? You're just coming along with me on a walk. So Rome is a city of like graffiti. You'll see it everywhere graffiti, including washroom, graffiti on the garbage, graffiti on the building, yeah, graffiti on someone's house. This is me first time vlogging in a foreign country where I'm not sure if people really like to see camera and I would look like a tourist, but you know, I'll just take the moment where I can vlog. More graffiti.
Yeah, that was me trying to break through this quiet alley. It was so quiet and it was full of graffiti and people was looking at me strangely. I know this is not like a tourist area, so I was extra careful and was on guard. I thought that my trip to the subway would be easy, but it wasn't. And let me tell you what happened. Someone was chasing after me as I was walking through the subway gate. There was no one there, and that was scary.
So guys, I just want to update on my trip. And there was like this guy was just like waiting for someone or something, like at the entrance of the station. And he was kind of like, hey, you, hey. And I'm like, pretending that I have my headphone on and I'm like not paying attention. So I just kind of like walked quickly and got right to the station, and I hope that like he disappeared by the time I come home. Seriously, being a woman alone, traveling alone is not easy. So kudos to all of you guys that did it.
That was scary and I was nervous. But now that I arrived at this place and I see a lot of people around me, I feel so much more relaxed and safer. I won't let this stop me from enjoying my trip.
All right, guys, I made it to Piazza del Popolo. Here it is. So I came out from the subway station on this way. I have to put the camera away during the time I'm in the subway because I don't want to be spotted as a tourist vlogging while I'm traveling. And lesson learned that I should download the subway map because it's not available at the station that is close to my apartment. So I had to go all the way up to the ground and try to get the service from my phone to download the map. So that was a little bit of a hassle. But here I am, so I'm gonna start walking from this area.
As soon as I stepped out of the subway and walked into this beautiful square, It feels like I'm traveling back in time, and that's the beauty of Italy that I always love. Today, the weather is so hot, but it's so beautiful.
That is a cool viewpoint, but I'm not gonna make my way up there. So my own itinerary for today is to get here in this station, in this square or piazza, and then go all the way down one street, which is Via del Corso, which has a lot of like street brands and, you know, like shopping aisle. Yeah, so I'm hoping to just kind of like take it easy, even though I say I'm taking it easy because this is my first time in Rome. Everything just seems more complicated and I have to watch out, and you know, obviously, you know, so far I'm more relaxed now, and I think that everything's gonna be okay. I should enjoy it. I should enjoy the day instead of trying to like worry too much.
And welcome to Via del Corso. This is a long street that has many shops from big brand names to local boutiques, and it's a walking distance to two beautiful landmarks in Rome, which is the Spanish Steps and the Travi Fountain.
If you just keep going on the street, then you'll probably find a way to the Colosseum as well.
There are so many beautiful looking things like clothing and bags and accessories. I just went in and out several shops and I tried on some clothes, and you know, it was so much fun even though it was just me. Somehow I love the experience of having the freedom to spend my day without having to worry about anyone else. Today, I just immersed myself in browsing beautiful things on this beautiful street with beautiful architecture. It was amazing. I realized that traveling alone can be fun and it can be empowering. It helps me to get to know myself better.
Been walking for like an hour and a half now. So far, I haven't found anything that I want yet. And I'm kind of thirsty and hot, so I'm gonna find a cafe to rest or maybe like some gelato.
Yes, the thought of gelato got me really excited. So I looked up on Google Maps to find the area where there is a cafe and gelato places, and I found this area and I found the gelato place.
I'm at the gelato place now, and yeah, it's really hot. You can sit, but like it's really like the sun is blasting. I don't know how to sit. Anyway, I'm just gonna get something cool to eat. I'm just gonna help me cool myself down. So I ordered 2 flavors because I thought that I could just fit in 1 cup and like a small cup, and they got me like this huge cup with 2 flavors. Over here. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it, but it's gonna definitely cool me down.
It was actually nice to sit inside away from the sun for a little bit and have this cool gelato and enjoy it. I can't believe that I finished the whole thing. And I finished it off with a cup of espresso.
Now that I got gelato inside of me, now I'm cooled down and ready to go. I'm so full of gelato now. That was like a meal. So I'm gonna be okay for a while. I'm running on sugar.
Now we're on to the next stop, which is the Spanish Steps and the Travi Fountain.
So I'm going to go to the Trevi first because I'm gonna have to walk back here and then maybe like go up this way to get a really nice view.
I want to spend more time at the Spanish Steps because it takes longer to walk up there, so going to the Trevi makes more sense.
So I saw like different tours walking around, you know, groups of people. I just kind of wonder if I just kind of follow them. Where are they going? So apparently like you can rent something like this and go around Rome if you want. If I were to do it, I have to be like really experienced first. This is my first time. It's a no-no. Hi guys, before we move on to the next part of the video, I want to quickly show you this amazing card called Wise.
Before I know about Wise, I always had to pay a huge transaction fee and a high exchange rate on my credit card whenever I want to make purchases. And if I don't want to do that, then I have to plan to carry enough cash with me while traveling, which can be a hassle.
And if you don't plan well, you're gonna have to pay a high fee and a high exchange rate from the ATM anyway.
With Wise, you get the best exchange rate at the lower fee than the banks and is very transparent. You can choose when you want to convert at the rate you want to convert, and you can manage multiple currencies at your fingertips. How convenient is that? Making purchases and sending money abroad has never been easier now for me. Thanks to Wise, I got to save my hard-earned money for more unforgettable experiences. And if you're planning to go on your next trip, I highly recommend getting your very own Wise travel card if you haven't already.
And if you sign up today with the link below, you're gonna get your fee waived for the first transaction up to 800 Canadian dollars. And I promise you're gonna love this card. And if you want to support me, please use the link below. Thank you so much. Now back to the video.
And I finally made it to the Trevi. There are so many people, so packed. I don't even know where to stand. But I managed to get a few selfies and this video clips for you guys. 8 years ago, I made a wish at the Travi Fountain, and you know, whoever made a wish at the Travi Fountain will come back to Rome again, and here I am. I'm gonna tell you about my wish later.
Guys, that was fun for the Trevi. I mean, I prayed 8 years ago that, you know, I will find true love and I will come back with someone that is my true love. And now I'm back here alone, so maybe the Trevi is trying to tell me that my true love is me, not anybody else. Cars come first. Now we're back to the Spanish Steps, and I'm gonna walk up there and get a nice view for you guys before I go to my apartment and cook something nice to eat.
And here we are at the Spanish Steps, and this is like a must-see landmark when you come to Rome. And I'm gonna take you up to the top because there's a church up there.
Right now, I need some water. Yes. Hydration is key.
The reason that this place is called Spanish Steps because there is a Spanish embassy located at the base of the steps. It was built in the 18th century to connect the embassy to the church at the top. And the purpose of this architecture was to represent the Spanish crown to the Holy See back in history.
So I made it. Made to the top, and as you can see, it's quite up high.
Now we're at the top of the Spanish Steps, and this church is called Trinita dei Monti.
So there's another like subway entrance up here too. That is pretty convenient. So the subway door up there is closed. Well, you know what? Nothing is gonna be as expected anyway when you travel, so whatever. I can just walk down and get some nice selfies.
That was a good idea. I'm glad I went down the steps because I met a mother and a daughter who needed my help to take their photos. So I got my photos taken in return, and that was really nice.
It's so hot. I'm so dehydrated. I want some cold water to drink. Okay, I'm gonna go home. Well, that was fun. Now I'm on my way back to my apartment. You see, like, even though like I planned the day to just visit like 3 places, which is like the Corso, Spanish Step, and the Trevi, it took me the whole day. Right now is like 6 o'clock and I'm starving, but I have food at home and I don't really want to sit anywhere else and not feel like I'm close to home. So yeah, it's best to just go home and relax now.
Back in my apartment, which is the safety net that I have in Rome. I feel safe now. One thing I want to tell you is that when I was like vlogging and like have my camera out on the street, there were like a group of ladies. I didn't know that they were following me. So they were following me and I thought, okay, is this some kind of like scam, or like why are they like trying to like run after me? So I start to walk faster and faster, and like one of them finally just kind of like nudged me like, hey, you know. And she was trying to like tell me in Italian that like my backpack is behind me, and they were like, yes, okay, be careful, okay. And I'm like, oh, okay, grazie, ciao. And then I just kind of walked away. Because in this neighborhood, it's so quiet, so I thought, well, you know, like nobody is around, so I don't really think that anybody is gonna like take my backpack, you know? I got warnings from my friend, from my family, that when I'm in Rome, I should take care of my stuff because there's a lot of theft. And I think it's kind of the same like everywhere in the world. You just have to like be careful. I thought that like, as long as I'm around Termini, it's a good area. But obviously like this area is residential, but it's still a little bit sketchy. Right now it's almost 7 p.m. and I'm kind of like not sure if I should even like go out to see a few more attractions, because by the time that I walk back, it's gonna take a few hours. It's probably not good for me to be in this neighborhood alone as a woman and when it's dark. So I'm just gonna make dinner, enjoy my dinner, and then just call it a day.
It's so nice and comforting to have my own home-cooked meal after a long day, and today I'm very hungry.
I might eat all of this because that's my lunch and dinner, all together.
I've just realized that I walked 17,000 steps today. Wow, that's amazing. Today it's been an adventure and a self-discovery trip. I'm glad I did this, and tomorrow I'm gonna leave this beautiful place. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!